If I face God on Judgment Day, I'll tell him to go to hell.
Those are the shocking words from Dan Barker, president of the Freedom from Religion Foundation. Here's the punchline. For 17 years, Dan was an evangelical pastor.
Todd Friel, host of The Way of the Master Radio, debated Mr. Barker to resolve the question, does God exist? In this DVD, not only will you witness the debate, but you'll also learn
how someone goes from being a Jesus lover to a Jesus hater.
How to witness to an intellectual without being intimidated.
And how to defend your Christian faith when confronted with atheist arguments. The Case for Atheist at waythemasterradio.com.
The Way of the Master Radio begins in 3, 2, 1.
Don't tell me you have Jesus. You are everything he was and everything he is and ever shall be.
You know, I've looked for one verse in the Bible that said if you don't like him, kill him. I really wish I could find it.
You have attacked me, your children will pay for it.
We would not want a carpenter to show up at our house and just start smashing around with his tools without some kind of indication that he knew why he was there and what his plan and purpose was. And yet in the realm of theology there are people crashing and smashing around with all kinds of tools with no obvious indication of what in the world they're endeavoring to do.
It's time for The Way of the Master Radio with Kirk Cameron, Ray Comfort, and Todd Friel.
Have you seen the riots that are in the streets these days because of what's happening in California with Proposition 8 and other legislature and people voting to say, we want marriage to actually be defined between one man and one woman? Yet another story in Michigan in a church?
Self-proclaimed gay anarchist group storms a mid-Michigan church.
They beat on buckets and used a megaphone to shout, quote, Jesus is a homo.
Nice.
The churchgoers went in for morning service. Now, according to reports, half of the protesters were dressed to blend in with churchgoers. Once inside, they pulled fire alarms, handed out pamphlets, and yelled at parishioners. They also, according to reports, stormed the pulpit and held up a large rainbow-colored flag that read, quote, it's okay to be gay, bash back.
What happened to stomping out hate? If you get a chance, go to our website, wayofthemasterradio.com. There is a video there that has to be seen. It's shocking for two reasons. You may have caught it already. It's the woman who is elderly who went to one of these protest rallies with a cross. That'll teach her. And they ripped it out of her hands and stomped it on the ground.